Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic, debates, entertainment. And we give you guys a first perspective on things. And I was saying today, most likely, people are going to be pissed off, but I don't really give a damn. But we're going to get into it anyway. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel here. Now, today is going to be one of them days. Now, funny enough, I'm not the one to be coming up with this. Like, I found it. Now, some people say, oh, you know, why you gotta hate on a man like that? Well, hey, I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing. Let me live. So what are we talking about today? Did you guys know about a week or so ago, we produced a lot of content around LeBron James and his lack of accountability, his propensity to not take accountability. And a lot of people got on him, even some of his supporters, like Shannon Sharp and others, but there were other people as well, like Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith, who were like, and even Byron Scott, who were like, LeBron has, this habit of blame deflecting and running away from a situation and letting his teammates or his coaches take the brunt of the blame, right? And he always kind of finds a way to escape through. And if blame does come to his doorsteps, he has people in the media that will go out there and basically try to argue on his behalf to kind of shift the perception of what's being said about him in that moment. So what happened? Today I'm doing some research and I come across a clip from Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, of Reggie Miller, who's working for TNT, and he was covering the Denver Nuggets game. And as he was talking, this person that found this clip essentially was able to find this 20-second clip of Reggie Miller reacting to Anthony Edwards taking accountability for the Denver Nuggets losing game 3. I mean, not Denver Nuggets, the Minnesota Timberwolves losing game 3. And Reggie Miller was speaking about how impressed he was for a player, a player in his fourth year, stepping in front and saying, listen, it's my fault that we didn't perform to the level and we didn't attain the results that we looked to get, to achieve in that game. And I'm to blame as the leader and the best player of this team. And in the midst of all of that, he says it's so refreshing because you have players that some of you guys consider Mount Rushmore players and veteran players that could never take accountability when things go wrong for their team. And the moment he said Mount Rushmore, we immediately knew who he was talking to. And number one, and number two, what has been the conversation around, who has that been about over the last few days? It's been about LeBron. So that's the sound that we want to get into. Before we even get into that, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit matchup up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to quickly play what Reggie Miller had to say. It's only about a 20-second clip. And then we're going to come back and react to what Reggie Miller had to say about LeBron James. Take a listen to that there.
I'm an even bigger fan of Anthony Edwards after seeing that clip. We've got certain guys with veteran status in our game that are on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore that like to deflect and point fingers at others. Here's a 22-year-old saying, this is on me. It's my fault. And I applaud that.
So you heard what Reggie Miller had to say there. I don't think any of us should be surprised. He was absolutely talking about LeBron. I think that some of these guys in media have to play a game. And the reason they have to play a game is because they're partners with the NBA. And if the NBA is selling their rights to you, or what's the word, not selling, licensing their product to you, if they have a particular star that they want to promote, in this case, LeBron James, you wouldn't want there to be situations in which you have media members constantly being critical of the player they're trying to promote. So they kind of protect him. They kind of protect that player, right? Because this is the face. This is the cash cow. But sometimes what happens is you have moments like what Reggie Miller did, where he basically said LeBron has an allergic reaction to accountability. But there's something else to pay attention to and a change in the tide, which is the following. Over the last 2 weeks, you've been seeing people really going at LeBron and really saying what they truly think. Stephen A. Smith, Byron Scott, Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, maybe a few others. And some of you guys may be sitting back, especially LeBron fans, what's going on? What's going on? Why are they saying this about LeBron? Here's what's happening. Sports is a business. And the NBA is a business. They have propped up LeBron these years because he was the chosen one, the face of the league. But now that he is on his way out and he is no longer the face of the league, people now are going to start saying what they actually believe. And the moment they start doing that, some of you LeBron fans are going to be in for a very, very rude awakening. Because what you're going to hear is, or see is, you're going to see people, you're going to finally see what people really think about LeBron. In all of these years, you got people twerking it up all over the place, pulling punches, not willing to say what they really think, is because they don't want to upset that relationship. But when LeBron is retired, he's retired. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that you have so many people in media feeling comfortable to take shots at Michael Jordan? Because Jordan doesn't play anymore. Jordan doesn't really drive revenue. He drives ratings. He doesn't drive revenue for the NBA in that sense, but he drives ratings in terms of comparing him to a LeBron. Half of these guys that compare him to LeBron don't believe it. They do it because it's something to talk about. But when LeBron retires, you're going to see a whole lot of this happening. And it's going to be a very, very difficult period for some LeBron fans. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to have people out there now expressing their true views. A lot of them just want to keep their jobs. So they don't want to have issues, because think about it from the standpoint of the NBA. You turn on the TV, you see an Adam Silver, he's like, and I'm seeing guys going at LeBron on FS1 on ESPN, like, bro, what are we doing? We have a deal with you guys. Why do you have your pundits on television attacking our player? Why are you doing that? Are you trying to affect our business? What's up? But now, when LeBron is towards the tail end of his career and he's about to retire in the next 2 or 3 seasons, you're going to see a lot more people feel emboldened to say what they truly, truly believe. That is my personal view, because I think a lot of people have been pulling punches. A lot of people. A lot. And LeBron is trying to hold on to that pulpit for dear life. That's why he doesn't want to retire. He is trying to hold on because the moment he retires, his influence is over. It's done. Nobody's going to want to hear about LeBron James no more, because they're going to be talking about the new stars. And the minute you don't have these guys on TV defending you anymore, it's a wrap. And then we're going to see what's what. They're trying. They got these clutch sports guys running all over the place, twerking it up, slapping each other with honey, running up and down the hallway, hollering and screaming, knocking over drinks, waking up people, all kind of crazy stuff. The moment that stops, you're going to really get a rude awakening and see what's really coming. And I think it's going to be very harsh, because I don't think LeBron fans are going to be ready for it. I don't think they built for it. They're going to be having a lot of emotional breakdowns. Trust and believe. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you on the next show. Peace.